I think it was fun seeing Lance Stroll fail repeatedly again.
Well, terrorism is rising in the UK.
Can we please talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? Shout out to Sergio Perez. You're leading in something, dude.
How does Lance Stroll still have a fucking seat, dude?
I think if that decision gets made, I think it happens before the end of the season.
Carlos Sainz doesn't crash like when he did.
Yeah.
Ocon wins that race.
What's your favorite part of the week?
I loved Gasly. I loved the Frenchman getting Frenchy, you know. Little French kissing at the end there.
Yeah,
Nothing better.
Jumping into each other's
Yep,
arms.
gotta love it.
I think it was fun seeing Lance Stroll fail repeatedly
my
again.
God.
That's always
It's
good.
over and
Classic,
I
dude.
loved it.
Just a classic.
And then
week.
just an abysmal interview after. Just like we always
pace in the
do.
car was slow. You know, and just
I'm
really
angry.
lacking it.
What a complete fuck you to his mechanics.
Oh my God, he's a douchebag.
Oh,
No disregard for anybody else.
dude, literally.
Yeah.
On and off the track.
His dad should be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm extremely angry.
The one that I was that I really felt bad for was Williams.
That
They
was a tough
worked
weekend.
so hard to get both the cars on the grid. Oh my God. And then Albon and Colapinto just shit the bed.
They just go, you know what? Fuck this.
Cole Pinto ruined that
So
car.
bad.
Dude, it was
Ruined
bad.
it. Yeah.
Like, I was like, God.
Yeah, it was not good.
The rain on that race, I love how they cancel qualifying, raining just as hard the next day, and they go, fuck it.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Let's make
cares?
them run.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. I feel like that's in. I feel like the FIA needs to do a little more with like, hey, if we thought qualifying wasn't safe, it was all a money thing, or like
of course.
qualifying wasn't safe. Like, okay, we're still gonna do the race because we need the money.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
that I mean, I get it from a TV perspective and B, from a spectator perspective, but like you could have a Monday race.
Oh,
True.
yeah.
You don't have another race for almost 2 weeks. Vegas was, just under like 2 weeks away. So like, it's not like they were rushing to pack everything up and get to Vegas right away.
That's
No.
true. I don't know why they forced him to do it, but it made for a fucking great race.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Gold.
It was very entertaining, and I hate to say it, but Max Verstappen's fucking good.
Yeah,
It makes me mad.
Yeah.
P17 to
Douche.
first.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily love how they were like, it's the furthest back on the grid someone's won a race in, like all this stuff, and like yeah, but like it was raining.
It was
He's
pouring.
he's noted.
but
He's
that-
very well known as like the best driver in the rain. I was like, like
yeah.
half of, like the first 7 guys are just fluffers.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
If
he's
Carlos,
passing he's passing freaking Haas and stuff like
Exactly.
that. Like
if Carlos Sainz doesn't crash like when he did,
yeah,
Ocon wins that race.
yeah.
He was gaining ground. He was like 5.5 seconds up or something on Max, gaining still. He was gonna be like 6 seconds up with like 20 laps to go, and then they yellow flag it, and Max Verstappen.
I'm
goes
glad
off.
you bring that up because not enough people were like everyone was like, wow, he pulled away so quick at the end. And it was like, well, yeah, when you're in front, like,
Whoever was in front for those last 20 laps is winning the race.
yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have
just
to
how
deal
it
with
is.
spray.
Yep.
You don't have to deal with traffic. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Exactly. It was a good race.
One that-
don't
and-
get me wrong.
In racing in the rain, like you have to, even if you are in second and you want to be as aggressive as you can, you also have to be a defensive driver
Yeah.
against the water.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with spray and somebody else in front of you. Like if you push your car too fast, now you're just completely out of the fucking race.
Yeah.
Max has nothing to deal with. Like he's just open road.
Yeah.
Just don't fucking crash the car.
Yeah. And he's surgical
Yeah.
about it. He's too good.
I got a question for y'all. Is Lando the best bottler of P1? in
I think this
Formula
has
1?
been a known fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like possibly ever.
Possibly ever. Well,
I
it's
think
like
he's
it's
won
that
from
fact
pole
about,
once in this season,
Yeah.
and he's been on pole like 5-6 times now.
yeah.
7?
And then there's the other fact about him starting in P1 and by the end of the first lap, him not being in P1.
Yeah, dude,
Is
it's
like-
brutal.
I don't know
horrible.
what the exact number for it is, but I think it's happened every race he's been in.
Even-
P1 except for one.
Even
year.
in, I think it was Coda, he had a great start, best start on the grid, and he still somehow didn't hold on to P1 at the end of the first turn.
See, that's what. Yeah.
It's like, what is this guy? This guy sucks.
I feel like it's like I don't even know if it's necessarily slow starts or if it's just he's not too aggressive going into the turns. I don't know. It's got to be a starting thing.
Yeah.
because he's
It
a
has
good
to be a
driver,
starting thing.
but he just can't hold on to the P1
I mean,
spot
dude,
at the end of
we
the turn.
could all
Yeah.
start in P1 and not hold P1 through turn 1. So
Yeah.
somebody needs to figure out the fuck's going on with that seat.
Wild.
He's getting paid a lot more than we would.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
dude.
way more.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with
I'd
it
just
is.
crash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd send it through turn 1.
Wild.
Yeah, that's something that's got to get figured out. And I feel like heading into next year too, like this offseason, he's going to focus on that and just starts.
Yeah.
God, I hope
They're
so.
not going to
have
get a
to.
ton of time in like the
Wind tunnel.
wind tunnel, the precious wind tunnel, as everyone in F1 talks about.
Well, I also think it's not really entirely fair of us to compare. Like, him and Max are battling against each other all year, but like,
Yeah.
Max is not even a much better driver. Like, we won't even go there. He's just much more experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big thing that people don't take into account. You're
Yeah,
talking
like
about
everyone's like shitting on Lando, like he sucks ass, like little British fuck, and all that. It's like, well, the brother didn't really have a competitive car until this year.
Yeah.
And Max Verstappen almost lost to Lewis Hamilton when Max had a better car.
Yeah,
Just saying.
this is true.
Come at me, fuckers.
Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, I don't know. I think all in all, though, I think Brazil was a good race.
Oh,
I think it was
yeah.
just. I think it was probably one of the better races of the year, just because of how exciting it was.
That was a,
Totally
that was a
agree.
$50 million
Safety
race for
cars.
Alpine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck.
wild.
it's a make or break.
It was also
that's a big deal.
It was also a stark like showcase of what we talk about the last like couple weeks about how shitty the FIA is.
Yeah.
Like just not really getting their shit together again.
Yeah.
It's very true.
I read something where I think they're up to 300,000 euros worth of fines that they've accumulated this year.
Jesus Christ.
And they don't even, they just say it's like going to charity or something. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like no one really knows where the money goes.
Right into their pockets.
Yeah, it's like
Salim.
The charity
Ben
is the
Salim.
FIA charity for the board. So it just
Yeah.
pays the board.
yeah, exactly.
Their bonuses.
It's very shady. I had written down about Hulk's DQ. I don't know what you guys thought about that.
I mean, it's in the rules, but I was like, I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Yeah,
It
just
wasn't
an
really
odd
his
thing.
fault. Because I mean, we'll never know, but he could have been in the car saying, like, don't touch the car.
Yeah.
And the guys just came and touched the car. It's like,
That's what I don't understand. It's weird. I had never seen, and we've watched all of us here have watched F1 for years, and it's like, it's the first time I've ever seen that.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad for him because he was, like, they
Yeah.
said on the TV, they were like, yeah, he's smiling. He's like, I can't wait to go tell him that he's
Oh,
disqualified.
dude, that was the most awkward
horrible.
conversation
I was like,
between
Jesus.
Crofty and Brundle.
Yeah.
Like, should I tell him? Should I tell
Yeah.
him? Be like, oh, jeez.
Well, the argument that I kind of sided with was it should not have been a DQ based on the standpoint of it was way safer and easier for those guys to push his car back compared to them deploying a crane
Yeah.
and a tractor trailer and like doing all that.
Agreed.
So I
Yeah.
get that the rule's pretty black and white, but then also it isn't. And so it just, I don't know.
It was a weird situation.
Yeah.
And I feel like he shouldn't have got, I don't know. And I feel like in the rain, it's a little different too.
Yeah.
But I get they have certain rules.
Well-
It's weird how that's like the one thing they're like, oh yeah, we'll die on a cliff for this.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, but if you cut somebody off or take them out of the race, racing incident.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
like I don't think so. He drove right into the guy.
Yeah.
What did we think about, a little bit off topic, but same thing with FIA. What did we think about the drivers' organization, like union thing, launching a official like complaint towards the FAA about jewelry and about cussing?
Thank God.
Yeah.
At least somebody's taking a stand.
I
for
think
those
it's been time for it to have
douchebags.
happened.
Yeah.
It's
But-
Totally
ridiculous.
Will you guys acknowledge that that was thanks to Max and solely thanks to him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I won't.
fine.
I refuse. I don't think he did it.
You think it was the French?
Yeah, I think it was Alpine and Esteban and Pierre and little French kiss, and they got everybody together.
Yeah, that is probably a good option.
But seriously though, like it was definitely a Max thing
Oh,
of
yeah.
like he
It-
walked in and he just started screaming at everyone like fucking sign this paper or else I kill you.
I just don't understand. Like, think about like even like in NFL, like they'll mic up the guys
Yeah.
and they'll swear left and right, and they just like cut it out for TV or whatever. Like
Exactly.
it'll get caught on TV all the time with like guys, like at least once or twice a week where someone will swear on live television in a football game or basketball, even to like NBA is pretty extreme as well. But like the announcers will just be like, sorry for that, and like that's the extent of it. Like, dude, it's passion.
Here's
And
the
like
thing,
if I
too.
can, like
It's
if
part
those
of
guys
sport.
can't,
When
yeah,
you're
if
an
those guys
adult,
can't get angry,
Well, I
like,
feel the thing
what are
is,
we
Yeah.
doing?
I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm an adult.
Yeah, they're not gonna
Yeah.
play it on the F1 Kids.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like if you
Broadcast.
want
Yeah,
to
the
put it,
They
Nickelodeon
should.
broadcast.
Keeps
Yeah.
the kids young.
do you have a problem with your kids hearing swear words? turn on the F1 Kids channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there for that reason.
Yeah.
They're going
Yeah.
200 miles an hour. You expect the dudes to not cuss?
You
Yeah.
go, oh,
That's
that's,
what
a
I'm-
bummer. I sent it into the wall.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Well, that's what I'm
Shucks.
saying. Like he's talking about like football. Like, you know, granted, those guys do have CTE to compete against, but like those guys aren't putting their lives on the line like drivers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
One crash could kill a guy. Well,
Yeah.
I guess one hit killed a guy in the
Yeah.
NFL, but
Yeah.
it was a
Yeah.
rare circumstance.
Yeah.
Hey, he came back.
But you get my
That's
point.
true.
Came back.
Yeah, he didn't die.
He didn't die.
But you get my point though of like this
Yeah.
is like a much more like life or death sport in
True.
my
Yeah, yeah.
opinion.
Well, I think radios should be private. Like, you're not inside a football player's helmet hearing the play that's getting called.
I know, but the thing about that
But it's
is
a
it
lot
would-
of building the story of
No,
the race.
I agree. I think they should have it, but I feel like you have to approach it like you're like a third-party spectator, where like you shouldn't technically be listening to them, but you are. So whatever they say,
Oh,
it should just that's how it is.
that's a good point.
Like
Yeah.
I shouldn't be able to sit on my couch and go, he shouldn't be able to say the F word, guys.
Oh,
It's
you're
like
talking
my
to
fat
your,
ass
Yeah.
is watching guys race. I don't care if he cusses.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's,
just want to watch Lance Stroll send
Yeah.
it into the gravel.
that's a good point though of like we should be viewing it as like not almost like it's like a privilege to be able to hear
Yeah,
what they're
exactly.
saying.
Exactly.
Not like we should be able to control what they
They
say.
say,
Yep.
yeah.
I
That's a
think
good
a lot
point.
of it is everyone looks at it as like, oh, they're talking to us on the couch. And be like, bro, they don't give a shit that
They
you're
have
watching
no
the
idea
race.
that you're watching.
Yeah.
Dude, if someone says that, I will.
No, I
royally
think that's
punch them in the
like
face.
literally like
If
FIA
people are
is
that
like
stupid-
the FIA is
Oh,
like,
so
well, the
it's-
primary reason that we have the team radio is and broadcast it is it's good for fans.
Fuck off, man.
That's the kind of
I
shit
don't give
that
a
we
shit
get
about the
into.
fans. I give
No,
a
I'm
shit
saying
about
that
the
I would argue
championship.
that that's what their argument
yeah.
is.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
It's like we have young fans listen. I mean, that's what they've said. We have young fans listening, and we need to do a better job about saying certain things. And obviously, we've talked about like if you're being like if you're like throwing a bunch of slurs out on the radio,
Yeah,
that's a different
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
But like if
If
you're
you're-
dropping a few F bombs and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
like who cares?
I mean, on this pod, if we counted the amount of times we've said the F word already, we're probably at like 28.
Maybe 29.
Fuck it. Yeah, 29.
29. We're up to 29.
My point, the other thing too is like, have they also thought about the flip side of like maybe more young people would get into it if they heard Max swearing? They'd be like,
Exactly.
this brother's cool.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. There's a bunch of like 10 to 12-year-olds out there throwing F-bombs around, right?
Oh, for sure.
100%. They
Every
just don't
single
say it
one
in
that
front of
plays
their mom
video
and
games,
dad.
man.
do you think it's a cool thing?
Like, yeah, I've played video games against you. I know what you're saying.
I think
Yeah.
they should keep the sport authentic.
I've
That's
been
how
on
it should be.
live.
If
Yeah.
the guys cuss, the guys cuss. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Now, if you're in a post-game presser or post-race presser, like some of those guys, like I think Leclerc got fined like 10 grand or something, or 10,000 euros.
Yeah,
I mean, I get not
that's
cussing and
different.
that stuff.
That's
But when
different.
they're
What
on the
race
team
was
ra-
that? Do you remember?
I can't remember. I want to say it was post-race. Maybe it was Mexico. I want to say it was Mexico.
Either way, it's different though. Like
Yeah.
look at the NBA guys and those guys. Like they have to show up to press conferences and they can't badmouth the refs, can't badmouth the FIA.
Yeah.
I understand that to a certain extent, but like, I don't know.
Again, I think the structure of most auto racing
Yeah.
leagues and whatever is very different from like traditional American sports. So like there's a difference between talking back to the association
Yeah.
and then also talking back to the FIA because you're standing up for your health and well-being.
yeah.
Agreed.
So that's where I think that
Yeah.
can become a slippery slope of like I agree, like in the NBA, like you shouldn't be able to just, yell something at the ref or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the ref.
Yeah.
You got to show him like some love and
Some
respect.
decent respect.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
dude, when you're driving a car 300 kilometers an hour and your life is on the line for 2
Literally.
hours, you should be able to like say your mind to the FIA, even if it comes out a little bit more aggressive than they
It's a
would
coping
than they would
mechanism.
fancy.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You go, holy crap, I might die right now, approaching this turn. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Like I don't get it.
Yeah.
I think it's stupid.
especially, and this was a perfect example with this race. I was very surprised that it took Colapinto dumping it into the wall for them to stop the race. There was a lot of rain coming down.
Yeah, it was bad.
You watched the onboards,
Like, you
and it
had to
was
let him-
zero visibility.
In-
Yeah,
Insane.
especially from the water spraying from the other cars. Like, dude, you have no idea where that car is in front of you.
Yeah.
No.
You
Oh.
can't.
Yeah, you
see
can't
it.
gauge
For
your
like
distance.
last
Space.
second, you just see 3 red blinking lights, and
Yeah.
that's it. Like,
Yeah.
and then like Lewis, whoever he hit, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But like you look at it, and I know what it was. There was so much spray he could not see in his mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw like right at that finish line, you could see nothing. It was just like a cloud of
Yeah.
mist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, those guys are driving through that at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'd like hit the brakes and just wait.
Now, like, granted, it
Pull
wasn't.
off to the side.
Yeah.
Granted,
Wait
it
on the
wasn't.
bridge.
It wasn't as bad as Suzuka a couple years ago. Like that was legitimately like way too far.
Yeah.
But like it was very much approaching that.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, guys, like we need a little intervention here that all the drivers are talking on the radio about it and stuff. It
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
feels a little bit different when you're
The-
putting your life.
The other
on the
thing
line
about
like
that track too is they have a lot more grass than gravel,
Yeah.
and you still slide a lot
you
when grass
fly.
is wet. Like in gravel, it'll still stop you even if it's wet, like you saw with Lance Stroll. But I think it was Ollie Behrman who slid off, and he slid for like 35 feet on the
Yeah.
grass. Like, I feel like at
Yeah.
that point, you have to keep in mind like track conditions also, not just
the physical asphalt track.
exactly.
Yeah.
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 But it's everything around the side of it. I don't know.
Everything inside.
Still
the
made for a
walls.
good race though.
Yeah,
It
it was a
was,
great
totally.
race.
The other thing that I wanted to point out, because I think we all collectively say it was like one of the most badass things we've seen. Lewis driving Senna's 90 championship
was
car.
Pretty badass.
That
Sick.
was
That's cool.
unreal.
Then he followed it up with saying, "I wish I could drive this today instead of my Mercedes." 'Cause that car's such a shit box.
Yeah.
That's
Ah,
funny.
Jesus.
It was
Nah,
a
shout
cool
out to
thing.
him. Shout out to him and Alonso though, because they both finished that race for their mechanics. Because
Yeah.
I guess the track was terrible,
Yeah, so
super bumpy,
Yeah.
horrible.
and they resurfaced it and repainted. They were talking about the paint earlier on. They were talking about how the FIA was saying that this new proprietary paint that they're using is like supposed to be more grippy and stuff. And then I think it was Crofty on the broadcast was basically like he kind of basically just said like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's paint.
Literally.
When
Yeah.
it gets wet or when it gets
It's
like
gonna be
really
slippery.
it's gonna be slippery.
It's oil based.
You heard him on like the broadcast too. Anytime somebody would go off, they go, "Oh, they drove over the paint."
Yes, exactly.
That's-
So then they
Fuck.
were telling Max and Lando, I think, or maybe just Max, like avoid the white line as much as possible. Don't use as
Yeah.
much curb.
Especially when they were so far up, it was like, don't take that risk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
and
it was
then on
Max.
top of that, then so then they resurfaced the track after last year.
Did not
And
do a good job.
Did not do a good job.
Yeah, I don't know what the.
That was a tough week for Fernando if you think about it.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
sick, then felt better, and then
And then broke his
shook.
back.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
shook the living life out of his back.
Yeah, the video of him getting out of the car,
Yeah, looked bad.
not
Pretty
good.
tough.
Not good. Not
No
good
fun.
at all.
He was definitely probably glad they weren't racing in Vegas this
Oh, I'm
weekend.
sure.
He's got. He's
Yeah,
got
he
2 weeks
give
to
him some
rest.
time to kind of
Yeah.
recuperate.
Yeah,
They'll
he
probably
need-
do an emergency back surgery on him. He'll be good to go.
Oh, nah, Lance Stroll give him a little nice massage.
Oh, yeah,
lower,
probably.
little lower back
No,
massage.
Deshaun Watson, massage
Deshaun
boy.
Watson, yes,
Yeah.
massage boy.
No, yeah, I think Lance will help him out this week, and Lawrence may even hop in there. You know,
Lawrence might
Oh,
give him a
good.
front body massage.
yeah, I
Full
can see
body
it.
massage. Just get
I
in
can
there,
see
dude.
it.
Front body
Jesus
I
massage.
can see it.
Christ.
Bunch of Aquaphor, and they're good
Yeah.
to go.
Just lay on your side.
Where's
Yeah.
the baby oil? I'm extremely angry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Brutal.
It's a
All right, and then last news of the week, the kick driver, Nico.
Bartatello.
Yeah. No,
Whatever
but
his
he
name
was from McLaren. I was
Oh.
saying
No.
Nico, we thought was going to kick. He's going to Audi.
Oh.
Yeah, but isn't that?
I know. I was
Oh,
waiting for
okay,
you
I
to
was like-
correct
I was
me.
like, you sound like a
Come
moron.
on, dude.
now.
I was like, I don't know what he's talking about. I thought you were
It's like,
saying,
what
I'm
are you
like,
saying?
isn't Kick gonna be Audi? In like
Okay,
2
so
years?
the final lineup is Bortoletto and Hulk at
Bartholomew.
Audi.
At kick.
yes,
At kick Audi Sauber.
yes,
I
whatever
don't think.
it is.
When does Audi officially come in?
I think 26.
Yeah, it's
What
not.
year are we
New
in?
regs.
Oh, we're
It's
in
not
24
next year.
Next
Yeah.
year's 25.
Okay, the kick
So-
lineup for 2025 is
25.
Yeah,
Bortoletto
Jackson, get this right. real
and
fast.
Hulkenberg.
Yes.
Bortoletto.
Yeah,
I keep
What's
feeling
his first name?
to be.
Gabriel.
Be real.
I keep feeling
Gabe.
like the
Gabe Bardo.
stuff's changing up next year, but I keep forgetting we have one more year.
We got
Yeah.
one more year dealing
One
with
more
this
year
shit.
of these
I blame it
regs
on
where
Lewis.
racing will be good.
I
So
blame
the
it on
que-
Lewis.
Lewis leaving literally changed like 15 different lineups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk even this past week though about Carlos somehow ending up at Red Bull and them doing like in Colapinto staying at Williams. Even if it's just a buyout for like a year or something, it could be
Yeah.
interesting.
So I heard that,
Huh.
and I also heard that Red Bull's looking at Colapinto.
Dude,
If Colapinto signs at Red Bull, that'll be
That's
bonkers.
crazy.
it's really solely
Especially
because
not
Sergio
taking Liam
sucks.
Lawson or
Yeah.
one of those guys that's a junior driver. Dude, if I'm Yuki, I'd be throwing a tire at Horner.
Yeah, but Yuki isn't good.
Okay, you just pissed off like 185 million people in Japan.
I just don't think he's like Red Bull quality.
Yeah, we got Godzilla over here.
Godzilla's to come out, just take out Matthew.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I agree.
I don't
agree.
even think Liam deserves that seat.
No.
I think Checo is the most deserving.
We're just saying that because they're gonna lose the team championship.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to talk about that for a little bit.
Who's gonna win the championship?
Yeah. Who do we think wins this team championship?
Team championship. McLaren looks like almost got it in the bag. Minus 600, Ferrari plus 450, and Red Bull plus 6,500. So really, it's a McLaren versus Ferrari battle with Max Verstappen kind of in the rear view.
Which is crazy because a few weeks ago we were looking at this and Ferrari was not, their odds were not good.
Their odds and Red Bulls have switched.
Yep.
It's definitely impossible. Like, if we assume that Checo is not going to have a podium in the last 3 races, it's essentially impossible for Red Bull to win at this
Yeah.
point.
I think Red Bull's just purely focusing on winning Max's title.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people talking about how they,
But that could be over next race. That could be
Yeah.
over in Vegas.
Yeah.
If Max gets like a top 5, it's over.
Yeah.
yeah, people have been talking about too, which is, it's like the F1 conspiracy theorists are talking about how Red Bull doesn't care about winning the team championship because they want more wind tunnel time for next season.
I read that too, but let's be real. Horndog and Max are not the kind of guys that'll go, let's throw away a championship
No.
for maybe a good year next
That's
year.
what I don't
Yeah.
understand. All the F1 conspiracy theorists are freaking crazy.
They're called conspiracy theorists for a reason.
Yeah. I don't know. But
I like it. No, I'm just
In a
kidding.
totally
Makes it
non-conspiracy
entertaining.
theorist way, I'm going to say Max Verstappen did not win the 2021 World Drivers title.
yeah, that's
Just my opinion.
it's just a fact. Though.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
They can
fact.
suck on that.
Yeah, it's a fact. I don't know. I think that
It's going to take
I still think McLaren wins. It's going to take a miracle, I think, from Ferrari.
Ferrari's going to need a couple. We got 3 races left. They're going to need both cars to get on the podium in probably 2 of the last 3, and they're going to need Oscar Orlando to probably finish outside the points in at least 1
Yeah, you're going to
to
need
make it a
DN.
serious battle.
I mean, realistically, the crazy thing about F1 though is all it is one crash.
Yeah.
One
One
you're
crash
talking
in one
in
race.
Vegas, you could have Lando crash, get out of the race, and Oscar could finish 9th, and Ferrari pulls off a 1-2, and it's like a 3-point.
Yeah.
You're talking about like a 3-point championship
Yeah.
with 2 races to go. Then it's anybody's ball game.
Or even
Yeah.
on like the softer end, like just shitty qualifying.
Yeah, exactly. That brings up a good question. If Ferrari pull off a miracle and win the Constructors' Championship, does next year with Lewis and Charles, you have to win a Constructors or a Drivers, otherwise it's a complete failure of a season. If they win it this year.
The thing, yeah.
Actually, I'll one up you.
Yeah.
I'll say no to your question, but I'll say if they somehow manage to win the constructors, I think it's a shoe-in that Red Bull takes Carlos.
Think.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
No, yeah.
I think that's going to be that has to be decided before the end of the season, though.
No, not necessarily.
I don't
Like,
know.
for what reason would it have to be decided? Just for like the political side?
I think it's the way it's done. I don't think it's ever typically been you wait until afterwards to be like, oh, hey, he's kind of still good. We should bring him in now.
But
Yeah.
to be
The
fair,
whole
like,
lineup's finalized.
but no one thought Lewis
Except for
was
one
going to
seat.
leave.
That's
yeah,
true.
but he didn't announce it. I mean,
My biggest
Like,
thing,
I don't
Sam
know.
brought up a good
I just
point.
think that gets
changed-
decided
Yeah.
that
before the end
changed
of the
the
season.
entire grid for the
It
next
did.
2 years.
Yeah.
Lewis is the reason Danny Rick doesn't have a seat.
Fuck you, Lewis.
I don't know about that
Just
one.
kidding.
Yeah, that's a wild take. I don't know. I mean, I think if that decision gets made, I think it happens before the end of the season. But that's just my
I'm Carlos.
personal thoughts.
I wouldn't go to Red Bull. I would go, you guys didn't take me when I was a free agent and you knew Checo sucked. Why would I want to go for you now?
Yeah.
They had negotiations.
But that is
apparently
kind of
fell
Red
through.
Bull's MO.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's their style.
Shit, I mean, if I'm Carlos and I can get like 2 years at Red Bull and then Lewis retires and I can jump back to Ferrari, talk about like the perfect outlook for your career.
Yeah, just keep seat
Just
time,
money.
keep reps, and keep getting paid for 2 years. Lewis leaves, a window opens back up, and you go back to the team you want to be on.
And this goes to show like our short memory of like, dude, 2026 could be the year of Red Bull.
No,
It could be.
I hope not.
I know, but
No,
I'm
you're
just saying,
it's
I
true.
don't-
if they have Carlos,
No, that's true.
yeah.
You could have 3 teams genuinely competing for wins every single week and possibly winning the Constructors title.
Yeah.
It would be kind of like this. Yes, but I think it would be more on an intense level where from week 1,
yeah.
It's going to be
you
competitive.
have Max wins week 1, Lando wins week 2, Carlos wins week 3, Charles. I mean, it'd just be insane.
You're saying if he goes if he goes back to Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying if
he's
Carlos
at
goes to Red
Red
Bull and
Bull.
we
If
have
Carlos
a
goes to
full-on
Red Bull.
match like
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
from the very beginning of the season, you might have 6 different race winners from the 3 different teams
In the
first 6 races.
Oh, no shot.
Now, I don't want to, I do want to acknowledge, no matter how good of a driver you put in that seat, they are going to struggle to get a claim to that Red Bull car because of how much we've talked about. Everyone knows it's Max Verstappen's car. It's built around
He
him.
decides how it goes.
But, legitimately, if I'm Red Bull, I'm kicking myself that not only that Checo didn't perform better, but just that you didn't have someone more capable than Checo. I don't know. Maybe that's a terrible way to say it. I love Checo, but because they should have won the championship this year. If they have, if Checo performs halfway decent.
It's
or
over.
they have somebody better, they still run away with it.
Yeah.
Because you have Max winning so many races, and then you have a driver that should finish top 5.
It should have been the Lewis and Valtteri situation. Valtteri throws in wins here and there.
Yep.
90% of the time it's Lewis, but still either way they're going to win the championship.
Valtteri's still finishing in the top 5 at every
Yeah,
race.
they were getting
Yes.
points, but there were so many times where Checo didn't. It seems like as of late his biggest struggle has been qualifying. So it's if I'm not even making it out of Q1, then we have a major issue.
You saw it last year, the second half of the year last year even, Checo was getting 6th.
Yeah.
For the whole last part of the year, and Max was winning by 37 seconds.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my, dude, you're talking Checo's finishing 1 minute and 28 seconds behind Max.
Yeah. See, that's
when you're almost
that's
lapping
crazy.
your teamate, I think
That's
that says
concerning.
you suck.
Yeah.
But it's been like that, and they didn't. I don't know why a change wasn't made.
I've read that Checo brings in $100 million.
Yeah,
a year
I was
just
like,
in
dude,
sponsorship.
dollars. Telcel sponsorship,
Just brings in cash.
dude, that literally pays for
Max.
freaking
It pays Max. It pays Max salary.
with probably, and then they have some left over.
Exactly. Which honestly, I get it if you're playing at that game if you're trying to cover Max's salary. But at some point, it's like, okay, well, we threw away our constructors. You got to go. Do we want to just give up on that and try to only win drivers from here on out? I highly doubt Max would be a fan of that.
Well, okay, so let's say they wanted to ride with Checo. I mean, how many more years is Checo going to be in F1?
Probably until they cut him. Like all those
I
drivers
think
are.
if he gets cut, he's done.
That's what I mean. Like he's an older driver.
Oh yeah,
He's been around since
he's got to
2000.
be. He's got to be in his
six?
mid to late 30s. He's got to be. He's probably 35.
Yeah.
I think he's probably got 2 years left at maximum. Is probably what I'd
If
say.
Red Bull keeps him, if he's done with that, I think he goes reserve driver for a year maybe. Then he's done.
I don't even know if why would you waste your time if you're him to be a reserve driver?
Pay $1 million a year to be a reserve driver. I'd do it.
All right, I was way off. Checo's debut was 2011, but still, that's a
13
while.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's quite a long time.
It's a good career.
How old
Just
is he?
Thrashing yourself.
He's got to be in
around.
his mid 30s, but he's got a couple race wins. I think he has 3 wins, 4 wins.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he has race wins. He's had a great career.
Yeah.
He's a great driver. It's just he's
Kind of
he's
one of those.
tired. I think the
He's
car's
got
not.
6 wins and he's 34 years old.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part. I think Checo's another one of those drivers that overperforms in an okay car and underperforms in a really good car.
Yeah.
Which sounds weird, but there are a lot of guys that drive like that.
Yeah.
Like
Like
for
they
example,
have their
Pierre Gasly's a
comfortable zone.
perfect example.
Yeah.
Pierre Gasly overperformed in that Toro Rosso,
Toro
Toro
Rosso.
Rosso.
whatever. He does decent in the Alpine, but when he got in that Red Bull seat, he did not do great. Granted, they only
Yeah.
gave him 8 races,
Yeah,
but
But
some
it's
guys
like,
just
I feel
perform
like
that
they
way.
find that comfortable zone. Like you're in an okay car and you push it and you're like, cool, I feel really good pushing this car this hard to where it's working. Then you go to a great car like Max's car that is just built to be fucking different.
Just a rocket.
Yeah. And then you're in this car and you're like, whoa, this is fucking weird. So I'm going to drive this really nice car only to my capabilities.
Yeah, like a
And then
7.
yeah. It's like driving a 6 car at an 8 and then a 10 car at a 7.
Yeah.
Like I just need to find where I survive.
Yeah.
It's not really pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of pushing yourself, fits of the week.
we've been a few weeks. We've had,
Or
we
no,
haven't-
is the fit fitting?
yeah.
I fucked it up.
Sam.
Sounded like a real anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think I answer. Whoa.
The fans have missed it.
Oh, of course.
We got a little collaborative week between Brazil and Mexico. threw some Mexico fits in here because we didn't talk about those. It's old news in the F1 world, but yeah.
Some of these photos are thanks to our friend Kim Illman on Instagram.
Oh, that guy.
Guy's a ledge.
He's a
Yeah.
legend.
We'll start with Mexico. How about that?
Okay.
I like it.
Joe Guan Yu, what's your thoughts?
Are those Prada glasses?
I don't know what they are.
Is that a
but
denim jacket?
Why
Potentially.
do those glasses look like from the lady Edna from Incredibles?
Oh, yeah,
would
it kinda
wear
does.
those.
Oh,
that kind of does. He looks
like
he looks
Ed.
very
He does look like-
mischievous.
He looks what?
Mischievous.
He does.
Looks like he's in like Spy Kids or something.
I
The
cannot tell if
holographic
they're-
in the lens.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all right. It's
yeah.
a fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to him.
I think that was a long coat too, so I'll give it a yes.
We'll give
Like
him a
trench coat?
sympathy
We're talking like a
fit.
trench coat?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
not a
like
trench coat,
like a pea coat.
Yeah, like a pea
Yeah,
coat.
it's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Just like right about the knees, maybe a little past the knees.
Oh, the trench coat.
Speaking of swinging from the knees, it's Yuki.
What's the thoughts here on the leather
I think it's
jacket?
tough.
I mean, if
The
dude's
motorcycle jacket is a sick look.
say if dude was pulling up in a motorcycle, great. But he's probably pulling up in like a moped, if anything.
I love how tall they make Yuki look.
Dude,
I know.
he
Dude,
looks
down
like
low.
6'1".
Yeah.
Dude's probably what
I-
is he, like 5'3".
It's all right.
Yeah, he's
It fits him.
He's a short king.
It almost looks like a Budweiser hat.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
the
thinking it
logo.
was.
It really
Is
does.
it loudmouth? I
I
think
would
it
assume
is.
so.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it says.
But I think it's a
Not
fit.
bad.
I think it's tight.
I give him a fit.
The white pants is a wild combo.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
dude,
the,
I'd be
yeah.
afraid one fart, game over.
Yeah.
Game
Might slip
over.
out.
One fart shirt.
Yep, little
Fart
turtle head
shirt.
little turtle poking its head out.
Yeah.
Our guy from down under.
Liam Lawson, Sergio Perez, boxing match.
These are denim, Sam.
the
in
pants
case you're
are
wondering.
a lot. I don't know what's going on with the pocket situation.
Yeah,
he's got.
Are
that's-
those just jeans?
They're like
No,
carpenter
zoom
jeans.
zoom in on the.
Yeah,
on
they
the
really are
pants.
like carpenter jeans. Like they have the double
Yeah.
denim.
Yeah.
I like it.
So
They
it's
probably
like
have
the
the-
double padding on your
They
knees.
probably have the belt loop like
For your hammer.
Yeah, the
on
utility
front
loop,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That
don't
dude's
know.
probably never touched a fucking hammer.
what's the
in his life.
shirt?
It's cherry. Yeah, it's a high fashion. You can call it high fashion. They did a bunch of stuff in Austin.
Okay.
Isn't it a-
T-shirts and jackets for like hundreds of
Maybe
bucks.
it's cherie, not
pretty sure it's
cherry.
a
No, it's cherry.
Pretty sure it's a
Their
fruit.
logo literally has cherries in it.
Yeah.
That's a fruit.
Yep, it is a fruit.
Alright.
I don't like it.
I think
No.
it's fine. It's a regular fit.
A regular fit, you're wearing carpenter pants. What are you doing on your knees, man? Where you need
Yeah.
What
the
am I
double
doing on my
padding.
knees? What are you doing on your knees?
you need a
You're the
double
one saying you
padding.
wear carpenter pants. when
Yeah,
you're not a
with double-
carpenter.
Yeah, you're
So
not a
what?
carpenter.
You don't have to be a carpenter to wear pants.
But to wear carpenter pants. It's a Formula One race.
You can be a carpenter and not wear pants.
Guys,
both
all
ways.
right, some of the best of Mexico.
Oh.
It's honestly a shame we didn't go over this during Mexico week. This
Yeah.
was crazy.
I thought.
Fitting.
Jackson loves mariachis.
I have
Absolutely
I
loves
have
them.
nothing against the mariachi. I know it's very historical. I'm just not a fan, man.
Really?
The music
not
just I
interested
get a
in it.
headache after about 13 seconds.
Jackson
and it
hates
just-
violins.
It just does me
He
in.
hates
man.
trumpets.
It's not. I don't know.
Do you hate
It's-
trombones?
You know who does love trombones?
All right.
Is our boy Isaac, the band kid himself.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I thought it was awesome.
I'm saying
Charles
it's a
to
tough
wear.
Oh no,
this.
it's a
I
good
like it.
fit. I'm just not a
Especially
mariachi
for the
guy.
occasion.
Yeah.
Like if
I
you
mean-
broke that out in like Singapore, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But to rock that in Mexico, I think it's a great touch.
I have a
I
little,
think it's cool.
yeah,
It's
fit.
very nice.
Definitely fit.
These killed me.
Those are hysterical.
Like, there's nothing better than seeing Alpine finish 17th and 18th
Yeah, I
with
know, right?
masks over their head. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally what it was like. They wore those masks to, like, shield themselves because they're so bad.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
I'll
it's
admit
a
that.
who we are.
Thing.
I'll admit that
Everyone
the
in the
shirt.
fucking
I like the
pit has it on.
shirts. I do like the shirts.
Yeah, the special
Yeah.
edition shirt was cool.
Yeah.
Those are
Super
cool.
sick.
But
I like soccer uniforms.
what's wrong with soccer uniforms?
No, I'm saying it's kind of what it looks like. Nothing's wrong with it.
Sam's hostile today.
He
I
is
know.
hostile today.
Hostile
The
individual.
luchador mask was
Yeah.
was a vibe though.
No, agreed.
Are
And-
they wearing carpenter pants?
Probably not. It's Pierre. He's probably got nothing on.
All right, let's go to Brazil. These are
Carpenter
thanks to our
pants.
friend Kim.
Good night.
That's Brazil, man.
The
Yellow,
Senna
blue,
inspired. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
I,
get
feel
it
like the
being
green's a
Senate.
little too extreme.
Well, it's like a shag rug that they made into a sweater vest.
Also,
looks
it's
like-
not really it feels a little light for Brazil green. I mean, I get beggars can't be choosers, but
Yeah.
like it's got a little bit too much key lime going
Yeah.
and not enough green.
It's like the color like the relish you'd get in a hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago dog.
Yeah, like a neon green relish.
Yeah.
Bioluminescent
the
relish.
shoes are cool.
The radioactive
It's
relish.
actually really like if you
It's a
think
Brazil
about
fit.
it, it's very like tame
For
For
Lewis?
Lewis.
Yes.
Oh,
it
I've
is.
got some better ones. Yeah.
So
It is.
and for doing it for Senna, like I'd say it's fitting.
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
feel like he
You
should have
did
just
it
worn
pretty
like
well.
a Senna shirt.
Yeah, or like a Brazil.
It's too basic. We know Lewis.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but like the dude's
We're not all Sam.
like 5 feet away from being an actual Brazil flag with that fit.
Sometimes I will give this to Lewis. I don't know if this is more of a compliment or a diss, but like I feel like him and Adam Sandler would be very good friends
Probably.
Yeah.
with their fits. You
Oh
know?
yeah.
Well, Adam Sandler is always in just like baggy shorts. Like Lewis is.
Dude, I don't know. I've seen some wild stuff from
Yeah,
Sandler.
Yeah, and he's always in baggy shorts and a massive T-shirt that's like 3
What's
sizes
wrong with
too
baggy
big.
shorts and massive T-shirts?
There's nothing wrong with it, but like Lewis, when he chooses to do a baggy fit,
He's
it's
doing
literally
baggy shoulder
on
pads.
No, but it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's just not on purpose. That is that
just-
brother just grabs it out of his closet.
How
Yeah.
come we've come to the conclusion in the fashion world that the more
You don't match.
you don't match and kind of the weirder the fit looks,
the better it is.
that's fashion.
No,
Dude,
but
that's
I,
like the
that's
fucking
always
Met
been
Gala.
a thing,
That
though.
shit's
Yeah.
insane.
It's like-
Like what happened to just like a clean suit, you know?
But
Like
even,
a clean
sharp.
suit with like a $500,000 watch that those guys wear.
but even
Seriously.
suits back in the day, people used to mismatch like their pocket squares.
Oh
their
yeah.
belt.
No,
I
that's
think that's a little
fine.
different, but I'm just talking about like the whole. I get it, it's an honor, like of Brazil and Senna and all that.
like
stuff.
it's his own twist.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's just
You're saying you just want more basic suits on the grid.
no. I'm not.
Sam
well,
just wants like,
I mean, like-
all black
like-
t-shirts.
like
and,
when they go,
And
like-
black gym shorts.
like when they go to Silverstone. I think they should all pull up in like whatever those things are called, scally caps, stuff like that. Like pull like some Peaky Blinders shit, you know?
Yeah, that'd be a move.
That'd be tough.
That'd be a move.
no free ads for Peaky Blinders.
You're right, my bad.
There's
All right,
your
so here's
sentence.
another
See,
Lewis
this is what
shirt.
I'm talking about. This is the fit right here.
I wanted you to see.
He's
it.
wearing bright green pants, so that takes away like 90% of the fit.
Yeah, are those like silk?
Those are linen.
They are not linen.
Linen in November is crazy.
They are not
Sam.
linen. They almost look like they're velour, which is a new term for Sam, I'm sure.
I have no idea. Give me a guess. Is it a mix of like polyester and
Matthew,
cotton?
give us the definition of velour.
Single moms.
No, look it up.
Oh,
Single moms. Jesus.
velour.
VELOUR. There you go.
a plush woven fabric resembling velvet, chiefly used for soft furnishings, casual clothing, and hats.
Is that picture?
I'm gonna be
Lewis
honest.
Hamilton?
I've never seen a velour hat.
That
Y'all-
picture
Oh,
Loki
no,
looks
yeah.
like Lewis Hamilton.
I've seen.
Yeah.
There's some people that have
Watch that be Hamilton.
rocked some
That's
velour
not Hamilton.
bucket
That is
hat.
not Hamilton. Did you just click
This
on
is
the
Hamilton.
Okay.
Hashtag juicy.
Yeah. I mean,
That
so
needs-
go back to Lewis's fit now.
I think his is more like silk.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
Just
it is
from
more
the-
so.
the
It's got a
shine.
little shine to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, this is more than just a segment where we roast drivers' fits. We're educating Sam every step of the way on
Yeah.
different clothing.
In my professional opinion,
It's
the only
still-
time I wear silk,
Professional.
the
Yeah.
only time I wear silk is like pajamas, because that shit.
You
just
wear full
feels
silk
good.
pajamas.
That shit just feels good.
Do you wear full silk pajamas?
Sam
maybe.
has
That's
full
none of your business.
probably has full silk boxers.
His Christmas jammies is
Full
full
silk.
silk.
Full
You know
silk.
it, dude.
We're gonna
See-
find a nice photo and we'll be popping it up. At
See,
some
this
point.
is the
Oh.
progression. This is the progression. We start with is the fit fitting on our couch, and it goes to Sam being a special guest at the Met Gala.
Dude, if I put up to the Met Gala, I'd have some gnarly fits. Show up in,
Brother's
like,
got
a baggy-
assless
I'd
chaps.
show up in a baggy T-shirt and some baggy shorts.
Sam's gonna wear
Beautiful.
black assless chaps,
Silk
and a
baggy
black, like,
t-shirt.
There you go.
off and Berks.
Hit us with the next
So
one.
this is more Sam's speed.
I like it. Brazil
Yeah.
77 for Botas.
He did.
Classic to the point.
I don't know if
looks
you
like a
guys saw.
Sevens
He did a YouTube video with our friends Average Rob.
Really?
Yeah, pretty cool. They
Average
went
Rob's a-
around trying Belgian food with Valtteri.
Sick.
That's
Pretty
badass.
tough.
It's a good
Yeah.
YouTube video.
We'll get
Shout-
that one
we'll
day.
give Average Rob a shout out because those guys are cool.
All right, this is a tough screenshot, but this is the current state of our friend Sebastian Vettel.
It looks like a dad that just took his kids to Disneyland.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or IKEA.
Yeah, holy shit.
It's a cool. It's
mean-
a very dad fit. I
Oh,
like.
total dad
The
fit.
tee's cool.
With like
I
not
think.
quite calf socks, but not ankle socks.
Yeah,
I'm more worried about the pants.
Having to wear
or the
khaki
shorts.
shorts for like 15 years of my life to school, I don't think I could bring myself to like those.
Khaki shorts.
because they're too long.
No,
Dude, those are so
It's
long.
just khaki
Yeah,
shorts
they
are
are long.
brutal, man.
They've got a lot of utility to them, which I know Jackson hates.
Yeah.
Sweat
big
marks you
cargo
get in
guy.
those
I
sometimes
have
too.
a pair of cargos.
I know, and I've never seen you wear
cargo pants,
Yeah.
not shorts.
Yeah,
Cargo
pants.
pants are
No
way
shorts.
different.
Shorts are stupid.
As long as
Yeah.
none of us own jorts, we're fine.
I have multiple pairs of shorts.
And that does
And
not
Matthew-
surprise me at all.
Me and Matthew are gonna be having a boxing match. So tune into that.
This is a good one because the shirt is fire, but then the pants
Pants.
say Tommy on them, like in massive letters.
It looks like Pepsi pants.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it
Like
should
an
say
ad for
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
or like ancient jester pants.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
brother needs
I
a
don't know.
jester hat.
Not a fit for me. Weak.
Shirt's fine.
Pants are
Sam,
nice.
Sam. Speaking of an expensive ass watch, that IWC is probably like
350,000.
I don't know, at least six figures. I would reckon.
Some of those dudes just got crazy watches, man.
Yeah,
Another jersey. We don't need to go over that. This is the one I wanted you to see.
that was tough.
This looks like Sam walking
that
into
wool?
Christmas dinner.
Is that
Oh,
wool?
dude, I would rock the shit out.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
rock
probably
the
wool.
pants.
I'd
Pants look
rock-
comfortable.
I'd rock that whole fit. That's tough.
I got a little bit too much chest moss to be showing my chest that much, but
Chest moss.
I respect the fit.
There's the thing. You can,
Now the
you
question
can
is,
use
how
a
would
razor
you?
if you
See,
feel
I-
conscious about it, Sam.
I got the.
No, I'm not conscious about it. It's just you use a razor and then like the next morning it's like, what the fuck? It's back.
It's back.
Brother's got a chia pet on his chest.
How are you here, man?
Got
How would you accessorize this, Sam? So he went with a couple rings, double necklace, glasses, and earrings. How would you accessorize?
You're
You
wearing
have to
this fit.
accessorize this fit.
I'd probably wear a necklace and
What kind of like a shark's tooth necklace with it or something?
yes,
Puka
shark,
shell.
yeah, shark tooth necklace.
Showing up with a puka necklace.
Nah, I'd probably roll up with like a giant gold chain, like the actual chain links, you know?
Oh yeah, I
Like
like
a
those.
Cuban
Like a
links.
fence?
He's wearing
Yeah.
Cuban links.
Yeah.
Respect it.
I'd probably wear some Birks.
You would wear Birks.
Burks would fit with that fit though, and it would
Yeah,
look
they
fashionable.
would. They would.
See, thank you. I
All
know
right.
what I'm doing.
Great
And
job,
then I'd
Sam.
probably wear a hat.
A hat. Then we're to the dad himself, Mr. Back Pain.
Fitting.
The fact that he's repping Aston Martin official merch is crazy.
Dude.
He's fit. I think the guy behind
looks
him is
like-
the one that's fit.
It looks like he just dropped his car off at the dealership to
Yeah.
get an oil change. He's like, I'm gonna go get a Starbucks.
It looks like
Yeah.
he's trying to
just
sell me a
walking
car.
down the fucking sidewalk.
Dude, he just, I don't know, like
He just doesn't.
Fernando
give a
just
fuck.
comes across as such a douchebag at
Oh
some
yeah,
times.
looks
Ah,
like a
dude.
preppy.
I could
white
not
But
guy.
he has the
disagree
race
more.
to win. What do you mean? Look at him. What does that come across as to you then?
Like a nice guy, dude. Like, yeah, he probably has a shit ton of money and like told the
Yeah.
valet guy to go fuck himself.
He looks
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
kind of guy that's gonna walk in and go, "Sorry, sir, your credit sucks. You don't get a car today."
yeah.
He looks like that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. And he's a legend.
Oh yeah,
But
I just want to know what the guy
Oh,
behind him
man.
is rocking, dude. That guy's fucking got his shit
he's
together.
got the
That
full,
tracksuit.
the full blue
Yeah.
fit.
And it looks like Yuki goes to prep school.
He does.
He went to high school with you guys.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Where's
exactly.
the khaki shorts?
Yeah. That was a
That's,
solid one, though. I'll give it to him. I mean,
no,
it's
mean,
a-
yeah, it's not
It's a
bad.
great fit for him.
If he's going to play
Freaky.
polo,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to a polo club.
Yeah.
it's all right.
I don't know. What we got for the last one?
This is the last one.
This is the last one.
Yeah. All right. That's
Not bad.
another. That's another edition of our
Fit fitting.
is the fit
Fit
fitting. Actually, that's Jackson's segment.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry,
It's
dude.
It's a
I don't want to take credit for your stuff.
it's all of ours.
We're
It's a
the fit-
joint effort.
I don't want to be
fit's
like
fitting?
Lance Stroll.
Yeah.
Take credit
The
for
fit.
being
I
an
would say.
idiot.
I would say the fits overall today were. I'd say they were fitting. We did well.
I
It
think
is,
when
7
you
out of
get
10, I'm thinking.
when you
Yeah,
get
I'll
into
give
the
it a 7 out of
colder
10.
months, you get some more like relevant fits because
Yeah.
people are a little bit more bundled up. you
I
know?
like it. I like it.
I like when they pull out the jackets
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the peacoats.
The peacoats. It's a new term for Sam.
Wow, Sam,
You want
Very
to check?
velour.
You want to check the camera?
very velour.
Then we'll wrap this John up. End with a few quick thoughts on tweets.
Speaking of rapping Johns, leave it in.
Okay, so we've got a little less than a week till Vegas. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do predictions first? Do we want to talk about a couple tweets we saw? How do we want to do it?
I say let's. What time we at?
47. 48 right now.
I think we wrap pretty quick, and then I think
I say
we
we
do.
just jump.
Jackson's got to watch his
Chiefs.
Chiefs
No,
win.
no, it's not about that. I just think we do. I think prior to the Vegas race, we do a pod that's 20 minutes just talk about Vegas.
Yeah, like
Okay,
a
so
little
then just jump
preview.
into tweets for right now.
Yeah.
I'd say let's talk a few tweets from the three
we'll
tweets
say
we got from
jumping
the
into
week.
Vegas.
Okay.
And then
Yeah. All right. So we've got So we've got a little less than a week till Vegas. Then we've got Qatar.
I thought
And
Vegas was
then-
2 weeks away.
2 weeks.
Vegas is next week.
Vegas is this Saturday, dude.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't
Isn't
have
it?
anything.
Yes,
Yes,
it
yes,
is.
yes.
Now we got to redo that.
Wait, we need to double
segue.
check. No, we can double check
No.
live on the air.
It is. I think you're.
It's on the 23rd.
We've got.
Yeah.
It's not this Saturday. Sorry,
Yeah,
it's
it's 2
two
weeks.
Saturdays. Okay,
So
I was wrong.
resegue.
Yeah, so
Oh, you're right. It's the 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
We're
date.
good.
Hey, so we don't even have to worry about talking about Vegas.
Okay, so we've got a little bit less than 2 weeks. We got like 13 days till Vegas. Then we have Qatar,
Cutter.
Got it.
Qatar, and then our friends at Cutter and Buck. And then we've got Abu Dhabi. I just want to go out on a limb and say that Ferrari's going to win the constructors.
Oh, holy
Ooh,
shit.
Spicy
Okay.
take.
I disagree.
I think the way you play this game, if you're a degenerate gambler, is you just put $10 on each team.
Yes.
You'll make your money back.
Or 100.
Yeah, or 100 if you have the
I'm
funds.
thinking-
Or 1,000 maybe.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Second mortgage.
Second or
Take out a mortgage on your home.
I'm thinking you throw like $100 on like Alpine.
Yeah, that's a worthwhile investment.
Good way to. Here, I'll just
It's
give you a
worthwhile
lightest.
investment.
Burn $100.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing.
we
Let's
do
get
need
it over with.
we do need to give everybody an update on the current damage cost per driver.
Good night.
Shout out to Sergio Perez. You're leading in something, dude. Good for you.
Brother's got 4.8 million this year.
And
This
shout out to Logan Sargent for still being in the top 4.
Dude's not even on the fucking grid
brother
anymore.
hasn't raced in like 3 or 4 races.
Yeah, that's
It is crazy how
hey.
quick Colapinto's picking up pace here. He's sitting out
Okay,
the,
but you saw his crash.
I know,
this
but
week.
1.8's a hefty. We're moving quick for him.
Pierre Gasly having 0.
Yeah, what's up with that statistic
Dude hasn't
there?
crashed, man.
Also, are we trusting this individual with this thing? It's got 12 likes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found it. It was the first tweet I could find.
No, I
It
trust
looks
this one.
semi-accurate.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I'm sure Sergio Perez is number
George the terrorist with 3.2.
Yeah, that sounds pretty close.
Big surprise.
3.2.
You know what I mean?
Dude, Cole Pinto.
Anything surprise you
He
here?
had this year.
Colapinto?
Yeah.
Shout out to the McLarens for not ever damaging their car. Shout out to Lewis for never damaging his car.
Yeah, except for Coda. I think
yeah.
I think the biggest one was this last week at Brazil.
'cause
That was a
fuck me.
lot of
A
damage.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's insane.
You got to
That's
remember.
almost $1.8 million
Yeah.
for one fuck up.
Yeah.
How does Lance Stroll still have a fucking seat, dude? His dad is not. How is he not out of money?
Dude, it's on it. They have so much
Well,
money.
the thing about
I know,
it too
he's
is it's
destroying shit.
well, it's not even like he's not even like a serial terrorist like George.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of just like
These are
broken
all. This is
suspensions.
purely satirical. We know George is not a terrorist. Continue on.
Shout out to
We have to
RPM.
give these. We have to give these.
Well, terrorism is rising in the UK. this is a known
Okay.
geopolitical fact.
And I don't think George Russell has
Can we,
anything to
can
do
we
with
please
it.
talk about the political and economic state of the world right now?
That's a different podcast.
Yes.
But no.
That's next
And
week's
speaking of, yeah, it's. I just don't.
Speaking of politics, look at the gay boys at Alpine.
Alpine double podium. Gotta love it.
Yeah.
This is such a good tweet.
Double
That's-
podium.
What
so
in
good.
the hell are 2 polar bears doing in Arlington, Texas?
I don't. Yeah. I don't.
Wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
Crazy week. I don't think anyone had it on their.
And then the
their bingo
next
card.
one.
In honor of the Alpine guys getting a podium, we thought we'd bring you a nice little graphic of the very wonderful French kiss between Ocon and Pierre.
The after party, if you
Sucking
will.
Face.
I love the little corner shot of Max,
Max
there
being
on
like,
the bottom.
what? the-
Like, what is going on?
Max just wants to get in.
Yeah, he goes, guys, where can I?
He's
squeeze
looking
in
for
here?"
Horner.
Well, yeah,
Him and
he's
Horner.
he's looking for Horner and Helmut Marko. then they'll be golden.
That's-
Then they'll be golden.
Little try kiss.
We didn't give enough cred to the Alpines for this double podium. Obviously,
Yeah.
no one more so than me did not see this
Oh.
coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, our podium predictions horrible.
Way the fuck off.
Way the
I love
fuck off.
I love the.
We need to
argument
start looking
from
at the
that,
forecast before we do these.
Yeah,
We
for real.
definitely do.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was a good week.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Fun week. I think we got a lot to look forward to over the next 2 weeks.
Agree.
We'll
Got
do
some good
another
stuff
pod
coming up.
before Vegas doing a preview.
preview.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoy this time off
Yeah.
because pretty soon we're going to be complaining that we have like 2.5 months off.
And I think that's where we're going to get a lot of simulator play. First video went out today.
Got
Yep,
some simulator
check it
coming
Raced
out.
on a $60,000 racing simulator. Only
57,000.
60,000's fine. We don't need to be those jackasses.
We round up. We have to include taxes.
Numero uno.
Yeah.
Take
Wait.
it off.
Oh yeah.
Take one in the simulator.
He's like
plenty
number
more,
1 in what?
Plenty more to come.
Winning.
Yes. Check out
Duh.
the video. We
Now I
got
see
more
why
stuff
Max
for y'all
is a
coming
fucking
next
asshole.
week. When you watch the video, just remember Isaac was racing on like AI. Those are like 4. So
But-
just keep that in mind.
Keep it in mind. That's another episode of the Your Least Favorite F1 podcast. We'll see you soon.
I'm Sam.
I'm not Sam.
I'm not Sam.
Coming from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Get it, dollars, yeah, euros. Now I'm really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck.